Good morning, student of class 8. I am your computer teacher Sonjit sir. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to start a new chapter, chapter number 3, Charts in Excel 2016. Okay, chapter number 3, Charts in Excel 2016. This is the syllabus of the first term examination, and I have already completed chapter number 1, Operating System Graphical User Interface, chapter number 2, Spreadsheet Formulas and Function, and today I am going to start chapter number 3, Charts in Excel 2016. Okay, and this is the content of this chapter, and in this video I am going to discuss about charts, creating a charts, how to move a chart, and resizing a chart. Okay, so these four content I am going to discuss in this video. So first is chart. What is a chart? Okay, mainly chart is a pictorial representation of data. Okay, chart is a pictorial representation of data, and chart is two-dimensional or three-dimensional. Okay, a chart can be two-dimensional, that data is plotted on x and y coordinates, and in the three-dimensional data is plotted on the x y z coordinates. Okay, so mainly chart is a pictorial representation of data, and which helps us to compare and analyze the data and observe the pattern and trends in it. Next is, what are the advantages of charts? Okay, basically charts are more attractive than simple presentation of data. Okay, so we use the chart to present our data in more attractive manner. Okay, next is, charts are easy to compare and understand as they present data in a compact manner. Okay, so these are the two advantages of charts in Excel. Okay, next is components of a chart. Components of a chart. First is data series. We all know that what is data series. Data series is refers to the data entries from which a chart is derived. A chart can be have more one or more than one data series. Okay, next is x-axis, and here you can see the image of a chart in Excel. Okay, this is the image of a chart in Excel. So first is x-axis. Here you can see this is the x-axis. Okay, this is the x-axis. Rina, Oyona, okay, these are the name is plotted in the x-axis. Next is y-axis. It is the vertical. Okay, this is x-axis is the horizontal. X-axis is the horizontal of the chart, is also known as category axis. Next is y-axis. Y-axis is the vertical axis. Okay, y-axis is the vertical axis. This is the vertical axis, and is also known as value axis. The value of each data point is plotted on the this axis. Next is chart title. It is usually placed at the top of the chart, which helps the user to understand what the chart represent. Okay, this is the chart title. Okay, this is the chart title. Next is chart area. Chart area, it refers to all the object of the chart. Okay, all the object, chart area, guidelines, plot area, all the objects. Okay, here you can see all the object is called chart area. Next is plot area. It is a rectangular area bounded by the two axes where the chart is plotted. The x-axis and the y-axis define the two sides of a rectangle plot area. Okay, this is the boundary. This is the boundary of a chart. Okay, this is the boundary of a chart, and this is the y-axis. This is the x-axis. Okay. Next is legend. It is defines the each data series. A unique color or pattern is assigned to each data series to make it easier distinguish between them visually. Okay. Next is grid lines. They are the lines. Okay, they are the lines that runs from each category on a x-axis and from each value on the y-axis across the plot area. Okay, so these are the lines. Okay, here you can see these are the line, and these are the line. this is called grid lines. Okay, so these are the components of a Excel chart. Next is types of charts. Some most commonly used chart is column chart, line chart, pie chart, bar chart, area chart, XY scatter chart, radar chart, stock chart, dog hunt chart, bubble chart, etc. Okay, so now I am going to discuss each of this chart one by one. Okay, so first is column chart, and here you can see the image of a column chart. Okay, these are the columns. Okay, these are the column. Okay, so mainly a column chart is useful or showing data changes over a period of time for illustrating comparison among items. Column chart is commonly used chart type to display the data in vertical bars. Okay, so these are the vertical bars. In column charts, category are typically organized along the horizontal axis and value along the vertical axis. Okay, this is the horizontal axis. Okay, which represent the categories. Okay, and the value is represent by vertically axis. Okay, these chart are used to compare values across different categories. So okay, so this is the column chart. Next is line chart. A line chart is in the form of lines. Okay, so here you can see in this chart these lines. Okay, these are the lines, and these are the vertical axis. Sorry, these are the horizontal axis, and this is the vertical axis. Okay, so a line chart is in the form of lines. It compares trends in the data at equal intervals. It is the useful for disputing changes in the data over a period of time. A chart is uses connecting dots to display trends in data over a time of period. Okay, next is pie chart. This is the pie chart. Okay, we all know about what is a pie chart. A pie chart is used to data plot the data for a single data series. Each data point is represented by one slice of a circular pie chart. The size of each slice is proportional to the value is represented. So all the data points taken together make a complete circular pie chart. It is useful when want to focus on significant element. Okay, so this is a pie chart. Next is bar chart. We all know that what is a bar chart, and one thing is the bar chart shows the comparison among the individual items through a cluster of bars. The categories are organized by vertically. Okay, the categories are organized by vertically. In our previous chart, the category is organized by horizontally, but in the bar chart the categories are represent in the vertically. Okay, it is very similar to column chart. A bar chart can be described as a column chart drawn side by. Okay, it is used for comparing multiple values through horizontal and vertical bars. Next is area chart. Area chart shows the trend of values over the time of categories. It is similar to a line chart. It is used to emphasize difference between the several sets of data over a period of time. This chart is mainly used for representing sales and production figures in the company. Okay, this is the main uses of area chart. Next is scatter chart. XY scatter chart is used to comparing the pairs of values. Okay, pairs of value, and it is used when the value being charted represent different measurement. Next is dog hunt chart. Display the data in the form of circle that is divided into a series of segment. It can have more than one data series. Okay, in this chart we can use the more than one data series. It can have more than one data series. Each data series adds a ring. Each data series adds a ring. That means one ring, one data series, second ring, two data series. Okay, and it is mostly used to show the proportional nature of data. Next is radar chart. A radar chart looks like a spider web. Okay, so this is a radar chart. It looks like a spider web. Radar charts are a way to comparing multiple quantitative variables. Each variable is provide an axis and that starts from the center. Okay, starts from the center 0. It mostly useful for the comparing data, is not dependent on time. Next is stock chart. A stock chart is specially designed for a plotting data values related to the trace and share. To create a chart, data requires opening price, closing price, and high and low values. Okay. Next chart is bubble chart. So these are the bubble. Okay, these are the bubble. A bubble chart is uses Cartesian coordinate system to plot a point along with the grid where the x and y axis are separated variables. Colors can be also used in distinguish between the categories. Bubble charts are mostly used compared to the show the relationship between categories circles. Okay. So these are the few charts uh, in Excel sheet. Okay. So now what are the steps to be followed to creating a chart? To make a chart, we first need to enter the data in a worksheet. Okay, first of all we need to enter the data in a worksheet. After that the data is entered, there are two methods to create a chart. The method number one is select the cell and press 11, press F11. Okay, this is the data series. Okay, this is the data series and you need to select the data series, and after that, after selecting the data series, you need to press F11 key. Excel automatically creates a chart for you. This is the shortest way to creating a chart. Okay, so basically simple steps. First of all, you need to enter data in a Excel worksheet, then select the entire worksheet, then press the F11 key. A chart will be appear in your Excel sheet. Okay, next is method number 2. So first is select the cells within a table. Okay, select the cell. This is the worksheet. Okay, you need to select the cell first, and then click on the insert tab on the ribbon. Okay, click on the insert tab. This is the step number 2. This is the insert tab. You need to click on the insert tab. Click on the insert tab on the ribbon. Next is select the type of chart you want from the chart groups. That selected chart will be displayed on your sheet. Okay, here you can see that different charts are charts option available in the suggestion. Okay, you need to choose as per your choice: bar chart, pie chart, line chart, etc. Okay, you need to select as per your requirement. Okay, next click on the design tab in the chart style group. Click on the more button to view all the available style. Okay, this is the suggestion of chart style. Okay, and this is the design tab. You need to click on the design tab, then the all the chart style suggestion will be available in your window. Okay, so these are the few steps to be followed to create a chart. Next is moving a chart. So you can move a chart to different location on the same worksheet, or you can take any desired location in another file. So to move a chart, there are two methods. Method number 1 is click on the chart and drag it to another location on the same worksheet. Okay, first of all you need to select the chart. Okay, then you need to drag it by using your mouse. Okay, uh, and drag it to another location on the same worksheet. So this is a very simple process. Please select the chart first, then drag by the mouse. Okay, next method is method number 2. Click on the move chart button in the location group on the design tab. So this is the design tab option. Okay, and click on the move chart option. Okay, the last option is move chart. Okay, select after clicking the design tab, then you need to click on the move chart option. A new window will be appear. This is the new window. Okay, this is the new window will be appear. Insert the desired location, the move chart dialog box and then click OK. After pressing the OK button, your chart will be moved at your desired location. Okay, next is resizing a chart. To resizing a chart, you need to follow some steps. Okay, first steps is click on the chart. Click on the chart. The dots will appear on the boundary of the chart. This is called corner boundaries. Okay, these are the corner boundaries. These are the corner boundaries. Okay, when you select on the chart, the corner boundaries will be appear. Next, place the mouse pointer on the corner handle. The mouse pointer will change to a double-handed arrow. Okay, double-handed arrow. Drag the handle in the desired direction to change the size of a chart. So basically, first of all, you need to select the chart. Then the dots will appear on the boundary of the chart. Okay. Then place the mouse pointer on the corner of the handle. The mouse pointer will change a double-handed arrow. Drag the handle in the desired direction to change the size of a chart. Okay, so these are the steps to be followed to resizing a chart. So I hope that all of you understand today's topic. What is the uses of different types of charts, how to create a chart, how to move a chart. Okay, but all of you have to practice it at home. Okay, and all of you need to read each and every steps very carefully. So today I am ending my discussion here. In my next video, I will continue the chapter. Till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.